Hello, my good friend. How are you? Hope you're keeping well. It feels so good to see you here again on Jerry Views Enterprises YouTube channel, which is your number one home of projects. My name is Jerry Mbogwa, and I am your project planner and manager. I am driven by honesty, competency, and integrity. As you continue learning from this channel, kindly hit the subscribe button and the notification bell. Also, remember to like, share, and comment on this video. On today's video, we have Mr. Francis again. I happened to explain to him about a product that I have been using together with my clients who have properties here in Kenya. And he felt that, as I explained to him, it is important that I also let this information go to my YouTube viewers. And that is why he is here today. So, Mr. Francis, welcome again on Jerry View Enterprises YouTube channel.
Thank you very much.
It feels so good to host you here again. And as we talked last week,
Yes.
just feel comfortable to ask me any question about the product that I was explaining to you.
Yes.
Ask as many questions that you want to ask for you to understand it, and also for my viewers to understand it.
Okay, thank you very much, and I really appreciate being here again.
Okay.
And commercial law, as explained on other meeting, the meeting that we had, involves a wide range of things, including real estate.
Yes.
And it is very important that I get to understand
Yes.
your product.
Yes.
So that I can also advise my clients
Okay.
on how to work well and how to do business with ease. So with regards to that, I'll have a few questions.
Yes.
That your viewers, okay.
Yeah, they are our viewers. It's fine.
I have a few questions that
Yes.
I will ask.
Yeah.
That can help us and help me in that matter.
Yeah.
Get to know what your product entails and how it works.
Okay.
And so that in case I invest in real estate, which I definitely have plans to do that.
Okay.
I'll also be your client.
Okay.
Yes. So to kick off, what is PMS?
Okay. Generally,
Yes.
PMS means Property Management System,
Okay.
and it is an online-based system
Yes.
which runs on internet
Yes.
on any browser. The system
Yes.
is designed and developed
Yes.
by yours truly.
So you are the one that did that beautiful work, huh?
Yes, I did it in 2018.
Okay.
Sorry, in 2017.
All right.
And it has been in use for the last 4 years,
Okay.
since 2018.
Okay. So it's you made it and it is actually in use.
Yeah, it is actually in use.
Yes.
I have several property owners who are using it at the moment.
Excellent, excellent.
Yeah, the system, maybe you may ask what made me to develop it.
I would be interested to know.
Yeah, it was inspired by one of my clients. The moment that he came to me, his property management was in a mess.
Okay.
The client lives in abroad.
All right.
And he was not able to keep track of his tenants.
Yes.
And also he was not able to keep track of rent payment.
All right.
And also,
yes,
tenants were receiving their water bills late.
Okay.
Like even after 2 months. That is when they are, like for example, right now we are in March.
Yes.
They will receive their water bills for March, maybe in May, or even in June.
Absolutely, and I can actually concur with you. And it has been a prevalent. It's like a pandemic. Issue that we have experienced and many people have experienced, and myself as a tenant. I've experienced like getting late bills.
Yes.
And that will actually assist very much.
Yeah.
Is there any other functions that PMS offers?
Yeah, there are other functions that PMS offers. There is automatic water bill calculation.
Okay.
Like you remember, with my client who inspired this system,
Sure.
he had challenge with sending late water bills.
Okay.
Not like not sending water bills to tenants in time.
Yes.
So the system, imagine a case where you have like 100 tenants.
There'll be so many and very tedious to do that work.
Yeah, because now you see you have to go back to the books.
Yes.
And check the previous reading for this tenant.
Okay.
Now the current reading for this tenant. Then for you to get the consumption of that particular tenant.
Yes.
Then you do now the multiplication now to get now the amount that you're supposed to charge that tenant.
I see. Okay.
So now you see it is tedious.
Yes.
But with PMS, all you need, it is the current reading of your tenant.
Okay.
So you just key in the system, and it is just one field.
Okay.
So for the 100, and the PMS does the rest.
Okay.
It is able to retrieve the previous water reading.
Okay.
It is now able to get the consumption of that tenant, and it is able now to know this tenant is supposed to pay this amount of money for this month. For example, you have 4 of them, 300, A1 358, A2 567.
Yes.
Just that, and then you just press the button okay. When you press the OK button, everything is just done.
That's very good.
Yes.
And that's something to consider.
Yeah.
And I think people will really appreciate to have that function.
Yeah.
And to use it to the benefit.
Actually, see, you remember I'm still a project manager.
Absolutely.
So I also manage properties for people.
Okay.
Myself, I use the system, and it's so convenient. It's so effective and efficient. I manage over like I think I have more than 250 tenants that I manage. Yes. And I do the work within within 1 at most 2 hours I'm done. Yeah.
That's very.
It's very simple.
Yeah.
And even I have testimonies of now the other people, now the other property owners who have been using the system. They always come back to me and tell me that they are really enjoying like managing their property.
That's very good.
And before they were like they were feeling like they want other people to manage for them. Yeah.
You know what they say about a good product is that if you yourself who is selling the product can use it.
Yes.
Then that's a good product.
Yes.
And by the fact that you are using it, is a really positive sign.
Yes.
To show that it is really competent.
Yes.
And very affordable and okay to use it. And it can assist many, as the testimonies you have given us.
Yeah.
Proves that it is really being taken up by the market, and people appreciate about the same.
Yes.
So I would urge you consider having the product as a part of your management. Okay. Yes.
Yeah, another function, it is that it is the reminder function. Okay. You know, human are to forget. Yes. And it is okay. So when you get the invoice and you're told you get the invoice on date 28 and you're supposed to pay your rent by date 10, you might forget, because paying rent is not the only thing that you're thinking. You have so many other things. So on date 5, tenants gets to be reminded that you're supposed to pay your rent by date 10.
Okay.
Yeah, so there are those like reminders every time. And also on date 10, also tenants get to be reminded that you know what, you are supposed to pay your rent today on 10th. Yeah.
That's very nice.
Yeah, and for some property owners, if you don't pay now by now, for example by 10th, there are consequences that comes with that. And it is included in that message. Like for example, I remember there is a property owner, if you don't pay by 10th, the message that is sent to his tenants is your water will be disconnected. Now tomorrow on 11th. Because remember 10th starts at midnight.
Yes.
And ends at midnight. So the time that your water will be connected is not on 10, it is on 11. And the system has now that capability of sending that message to the tenant when now they are reminding them that your rent ama your water you are supposed to pay today on 10th.
Yeah. So that means that it keeps you in alert that you are supposed to do a certain obligation of paying rent, water bills, and so forth. That's very convenient. Shall we move to the next question, or there is another function?
Yeah, there is another function where the system also has capability of tracking repairs and maintenance. In case, for example, in a house where it needs renovation, repainting, maybe there was a broken window or a blocked tap. Because now this one, like keeping track of the maintenance and the repairs, the property owner by the end of the day, he will be able to get reports of the expenses of that particular complex. And now being able to get track of the expenses of that particular complex, now you see by the end of the day you will be able to know whether you're making losses or you're making profit with your complex, with your property. Yes.
So that means it is not only taking care of your income, but also your expenses.
Exactly.
So it's like it's a full accounting system, it's a full management system.
Yes.
And it's very convenient.
Yeah.
Okay.
And now by the end of the day, after recording, after tenants paying your rent and everything, the last functionality you need now, you as the property owner, it is the reports. You need to see the rent that have been paid. You want to see the tenants who have occupied the complex. You want to, of course, like the way I have said, after you have done the expenses, you want to know whether you're making losses, you want to know whether you're making profits.
Absolutely.
Among others.
And that's
good
business.
Reporting.
That's good business.
Yes.
And good business has to be reported. That's good. So, any other function, or shall we move to the next?
I think we can move to the next.
Okay.
Those are the major functions in PMS.
And they are really great, and I hope everybody will benefit from that. And so the next question is why PMS?
Why PMS?
Yes, what makes it unique?
Why PMS? I have several things to justify why the property owners should consider using it. And you remember I told you it was inspired by one of the property owner who had his own challenges. And one, the very first thing to justify why PMS, I would say it gives you as a property owner the complete control of your property management. So what am I trying to say? Let's assume you're not even here. For example, you are away and you really want to know the vacant houses, the vacant units in your complex. How will you be able to tell and you just be satisfied that is what I have been told? Because with my client, that client now, it was happening, he was not like actually at some point the house the complex is full, but over the phone he's being told that there are vacant units.
So that means he's losing business.
Now you see
there's actually clients in there are tenants actually.
Yes.
But the report given is that there are no tenants.
Yes. And he couldn't he couldn't be in a position to know whether that is correct or it is not correct. But with the PMS, he has a complete control of his property. How? If, for example, he want to know there is a vacant house, see, he will just go to the system and see maybe A1 and a B3 are vacant.
Yes.
Now, if he doesn't trust whoever is managing the property, if people really not even trust, you really want to be sure the A1, the unit A1 and B3 are vacant. Yes. So he will just call someone whom he trusts and tell him or her, go to my complex and check for me A1 and B3. Now he's working with real data, with real things, with real units, without now guessing. Sure. And see, now the person will go and check whether A1 and B3 are vacant. Sure. It's that easy. Yeah, you have full control. Even if he's having an agent who is managing the house who is managing the complex, or even the caretaker, he can see everything that is happening from now the system. Because remember, I told you that this online-based system, it is PMS is an online-based system, meaning you can access it from wherever in the country and outside the country. Yes.
So wherever I am, as long as I'm connected to the internet.
As long as you're connected to the internet.
I can to access the system.
Yes. Because also remember, there are now these property owners who are in Kenya still, but they are too busy. So they still need someone else to take full control of the property. Yeah. But still, they want to feel this property is mine. Yes. I want to see how it is being managed. I want to feel like I'm managing the property, my property. Yes. And now the PMS is giving you that chance. Yes.
That's very
things are not just done ati mpaka ukuje. Things are not just done ati it is until you come and start now going through the big books and the files for you to know how the management is being done.
Sure, I see.
Yeah.
It's very nice thing. It's very automated thing.
Yeah.
And it's a good inspiration. Yes. So any other thing why PMS?
Yes. No, the other one, it is the direct control of the payments, of the rent payments. Okay. Because now with the PMS, we are saying that tenants are paying via M-Pesa.
Yes.
And I think most property owners whom I have interacted with, it was a great challenge for them, because now you see, like for example, like I was saying, some agents, and I'm sorry for saying agents, they are not all. I'm saying some. Yes. And some also caretakers. Some of people who are being entrusted with other people's properties, they become wise in a negative way. They will tell you that a house is vacant, but you know that person is pocketing that money. Sure. Because now the tenant knows is just given, maybe there is no that system where the tenant is supposed to pay to a specific account. They can tell the tenant not to pay through the account. Okay. But now you see with the PMS, yes, when you're signing in the tenant, you actually enter into an agreement. And this agreement, yes, it is stated very well. All your payments are supposed to be paid via M-Pesa and not any other.
Not any other form.
Not any other form, but just M-Pesa. Yes. So you see, in this case, now most of these property owners, they want their money to go direct to their account. Sure. And now the M-Pesa, there's a way you connect M-Pesa and the bank account. Okay. Now you see, now the property owner at this particular point, he will or she will be receiving all the amount in his account. So that is why we are saying why PMS. It's simply because the property owner whom his or her main challenge was not receiving money in his account, now he is or she is guaranteed to receive money directly to his account or to her account.
Yeah, that's very brilliant.
Yeah.
And I see the passion that you're you're giving this insights.
Yes.
It's the same one that maybe you used making the system.
Yes.
And that is very incredible.
Yeah.
Very incredible. So shall we move to the next, or there is another why?
No, you see, yeah, there is another why. Because again, when it comes to tenants,
yes,
there are some other wise tenants again on a negative way. For example, when you're using a bank, like you're telling them to pay via bank, and they now bring the bank slip to you.
Yes.
You know, some of them used to bring with some of my clients.
Yes.
Do you know they used to bring fake bank
receipts,
fake bank slips.
So that means it will be very tedious for you to get to know who did what.
Yes, who did what. Because in a case where you have so many tenants, and now you're just trusting the bank slips.
Yes.
You don't now have that time to go now back to your account and like this is the bank slip. Yes. And on my account, yes, this is my bank slip. Now you see, you just assume it was okay. But by the end of the day, so you know, you will now find yourself there's some money that is missing.
Yes.
And you don't know how, because when you check on the bank slips, all tenants paid. But some of those bank slips, they were fake, but you didn't realize.
I see.
Yeah.
So fraud is playing a part there.
Yeah, no, fraud is prevented.
Okay.
Yeah. Yeah. Because good. Remember, with M-Pesa, even nowadays, people may say that tenants might even reverse. But remember now, Safaricom, how they are doing it, before they reverse any payment, they call the recipient to ask, were you expecting this amount of money from so and so? So they will not reverse before they confirm. Yeah.
That's good.
Yeah.
That's really good.
Yes.
So another why?
Yeah, there is another why. But I think I had talked about it when I was talking about the functions. That with PMS, there is no tedious paperwork.
Sure.
Because with PMS, it eliminates all the paperwork. You don't now have to do the bookkeeping and all these things. Yeah.
That's very good.
Yeah.
And I really believe that the inspiration is really up to par, and the why is very well answered. Yeah,
the well, we also have when we check on the functionalities, we also get the why.
Yes.
The automation of the reminders. It is another why. It is answering another why you need to use PMS.
Absolutely.
Because you don't need to go knocking the doors of your tenants, reminding them.
And it is very nagging to do that.
And it is very nagging. They just receive a message.
That's good.
Yes. So you don't have to go up to like 10th floor or 5th floor, reminding them. Yeah.
Good.
Yeah, the system just does it. Again, now the reports, you don't need to go back to your books to check your files to see what you want to see. It is just from the system. And another interesting thing, another thing that justifies PMS.
I'm listening.
For example, you want to add another functionality on PMS. When you are starting, it was not there.
Okay.
But as you move on, managing your tenants, you realize there is another functionality that you want to add. You know, PMS is customizable.
So it is not rigid.
It is not. You can add as many functionalities as you can, as long as they are serving you. Absolutely. And they are bringing value to you.
Absolutely.
Yeah. So that is another why.
And we trust that you will do that, right?
Exactly. Yeah, I do that.
That's good.
Yeah, because actually, the most of the clients of my clients who are using it, not the property owners who are using it, you find some of the functionalities that I'm using are the major to everyone. But for example, when it comes to like water billing, you might find there is a property owner who doesn't do the water billing, because the water billing for every tenant come now from, for example, Kiambu Water.
That means it is tailor-made.
Yeah, it is tailor-made
for the specific user. So that brings us to the next question.
Okay.
Who can use this system?
who can use the system. Like I had told you earlier, that the system was inspired by one of my clients who owns property.
Yes.
So when we were doing the holding, it was for the property owners.
Okay.
We were trying now to solve the problem of a property owner.
Yeah.
But now, after now putting it out there, we have come to realize it is not only limited, it is not limited even to the property agent.
Okay.
Because you see now the functionalities we are talking about, and the things that we are saying, why the way we are justifying why PMS, even the property agents still find these things helpful to them. Because they don't want to do things now manually.
Okay.
So the system can be used by the property owners and also the property agents. And like I have said, as we were solving the problem of the property owner, you will still find this property owner doesn't have time again to now follow up his property on the ground. He still needs the agent.
Sure.
Yeah.
So that means if I am an agent, for example,
yes,
and I manage like 600 apartments,
yes,
units, that is,
yes,
I can use the system to help me manage all those apartments on behalf of the landlord.
Yes.
That's good.
And now the landlords can be able to view. Yes.
Okay.
Yeah.
So that would have brought another question.
Yes.
If you had not brought up the fact that agents can also use the system, and the question would have been whether it will render the agents jobless. But with the answering that you have done, that agents can still use the system, that means the agents will still be
they will still be in the business.
Okay.
Yeah, it is not like it is stopping their business. No.
That's really good.
Yeah, because most of these property owners, they are too busy to manage their properties.
Absolutely, and you can find someone who has over 300 units.
Exactly.
And managing the property is not something very easy.
Yeah,
And with them, that means they are business persons.
Yes.
They are committed elsewhere.
Yeah,
they are professionals, or they have other businesses that need to manage.
Yeah.
So that's really, really good.
Yeah, you see, even when most of the property owners are coming to me, when now they hear about now this system, in their mind, they still think, if I get the system, I will still manage to follow up with my tenants. But the system is so helpful to them. But again, because of their tight schedule and their very busy schedules, you still feel you still find them telling me the system is very good, but because I will not even be in a position to harass, like to talk to these tenants who have not like paid, to be able to follow up who have not paid, or I don't know how to handle them. You just take over with the management.
And
now in that,
you are the one to do that.
No, I'm the one to do that. That means even for the other agents, they will not lose their job or their business.
That's good.
Yeah, they're still in the business.
So there's still the silver lining.
Yes.
And this is something actually that they can take up.
Yeah.
And they can use it.
Yes.
Other than using manual every time.
Yes.
They can now automate their businesses.
Yeah.
Which is the way to go. It's the future.
Like I went to another friend of mine. He is a property agent. He has a very big office. And no, that office all over, they were shelves. And these shelves need files for which complex, like so many files. And so many people now to go through now the files.
You know what I think? You don't need 10 square feet building to manage 300 units.
No way.
You just need a desk.
With PMS, you just need a desk, a computer, and just your seats.
That's good.
Or even your phone.
Excellent.
And you're good to go.
I think everybody gets to understand that very clearly.
Yes.
That's good.
Yeah.
Okay, so to our next question, what sets apart this system from others? As in, what is the most unique thing about it?
I think the most unique thing about PMS, since it was inspired by property owners, I will base it on that. So the most unique thing it is that it gives the property owners a complete control of their money, of their property management.
That means it is owner oriented.
Yeah, it is the owner oriented.
Okay.
Yes.
And because it's the owner's property, then that means that makes a lot of sense.
Yes.
And it is very essential.
Yeah.
Because why people get agents, why all property owners get agents or get people to manage it, is because they need to have representation and to know that their property is well managed.
Yes.
So you are coming up with the system that is owner oriented.
Yeah.
That means it delivers to the owner.
Yes.
And specifically how the owner wants it to be delivered.
Exactly.
Okay.
Because now when my client was explaining his challenge to me, he felt like he no longer now owns it is his complex and he really invested in it.
Yeah.
But it came to a point where he felt he doesn't know. Okay, he no longer now owns the complex, because without knowing how it is being managed, how do you now continue owning your complex?
Absolutely.
And even at some point now you even find it is not even profitable.
Sure.
Because by the end of the day you're getting less amount than your target.
Sure.
Yes.
So since now I'm well convinced,
yes,
and I really believe that it is really essential and integral to my business,
yes,
how do I get it? Do I register? Do I buy it?
You don't buy it.
Okay.
PMS remains to be our product. So through VWave Enterprises,
yes,
you register it and you're taken step by step through the registration process.
Okay. So like you're giving me a certification to use.
Yeah.
For use, eh?
Yeah, for use.
Yeah.
You even sign an agreement, and yes. Yeah.
That's good.
Yeah.
So the only thing I need to do is come to VWave Enterprises.
Yes.
Do the registration.
Yes.
And sign the agreement.
Yes.
And then start managing my property.
Yes.
Then,
Yeah. And another thing, the beauty part of it, there is no registration fee.
So it is. You can get in and then start doing the business. Eh?
Exactly.
So the registration fee is not a limit to them.
No, it is not a limit.
It is them who are limiting themselves.
Yes, by not calling and not coming to VWave Enterprises.
And you said did you say the numbers will be below here?
Yeah, the numbers will be on the screen.
Absolutely.
The VWave Enterprises numbers will be on the screen.
So I think it's a very nice thing to do that.
Yeah.
To call, make a call.
Yes.
And have your property managed.
Yes.
And there's no registration fee.
Yeah, there is no registration fee.
Very nice thing.
Yeah.
As a new user, now I've registered.
Yes.
As a new user, will I get the initial training on how to use it?
Absolutely, yes. Yeah. Because definitely it's a new product.
Yes.
As the VWave Enterprises, we take now that initiative. We take you through 3 months training after installation.
Okay.
Actually, it is not like training. It's like we work with you, because the moment now we install the system and now it has your credentials, we work with you. We work together, because we want now, in this case, if you're the property owner and you want to use the system yourself, we want you to have a feel of this system. So we just tell you, we let you know how to use the system, and we do this we work with you, or we walk with you through this journey for 3 months. And actually most of them within the first month, they are okay with. Actually, there is no client that I worked with him or her for more than 1 month.
And you're saying, walk with me every step of the way.
Yeah.
You know how it feels like right now? It feels like now we are not actually walking, we're actually flying, I think. Okay. So how about the maintenance? Do you do the maintenance, or do I need to hire you, or how is that?
As long as you are our client, it is our duty to ensure that this system, it is efficient
Yes.
And it is effective to you 24/7. So maintenance, any updates, is on us. Yeah. And
yes.
For all the clients that I have, there is no one client ever came and told me, do you know what, my system is hanging? Do you know what, I don't know, I can't access this system in one way or another. Actually, and that one makes my work very easy, because I don't expect any calls to disturb me with other activities that I have to do. Yeah.
Do you know actually more of it what it is like? It is like a flight with no turbulence. It is quiet as possible.
And it's very smooth.
Very nice.
Yeah.
Very nice.
Yeah.
I see we are arriving at a destination. Our destination is prosperity in business.
Okay.
Having many units in rental properties.
Exactly.
Both commercial and residential.
Exactly.
Good.
Yeah.
So, what are the fees? What are the fees?
The fees. Now, when it comes to the fees, it's another interesting thing.
Okay.
Because if you're just a property owner and you just need the service just to use our system, do you know how much we charge you?
No, I don't.
2%.
Wait a minute. 2%?
And this 2%, it is not 2% of all the units, all the money that you expect to have by the end of the month. It is the 2% of what you have collected by the end of that month. So if by the end of that month you are expecting to get 200,000, but you have already collected, the cash in hand is 100,000, you will just pay us 2% of that 100.
And you know what 2% is? 2,000.
Just imagine 2,000 for 100,000.
2%.
Yes.
It is incredible.
Yes.
Very affordable.
Very affordable.
And remember, registration fee is 0.
0.
It's like you're giving it away. It's like charity. It's like giving back to the society.
The reason why we are doing that, you know, when you're trying to get solution for people,
absolutely,
you don't try to create another challenge.
Absolutely.
When you're solving a challenge, you don't create another challenge by solving one challenge.
Sure.
When you decide to give solution, you give it 100%. Yes, that is what we decided to do.
Excellent.
Yes.
There's no better word to describe it.
Yes.
Are you running for any seat? Any political seat? Because you really are qualified.
I'm not so good in when it comes to politics, so I'm not running.
No, the 2% is for the usage.
Yes, it is for the usage.
I have come to you and I need you to manage my property.
Yes.
So will the fees be the same?
No. Now here we are giving all the agent services.
Okay. Yes.
We are the ones now to follow up with your tenants. They have not paid rent.
Yes.
Why haven't you paid rent? We need to disconnect your water because you have not paid rent by 10th.
Yes.
We need to evict you because you have not paid the other month rent, and now it's another month again.
Yes.
So you need to move out of this house. Maybe now the tenants, now they have challenges in the complex, and they are calling us now at this particular point. So at that particular point, you give us 5%. Yeah. So and again, 5% of what you have collected.
And by the way, guys, from previous video, I'd explained that I am a lawyer by profession.
Yes.
And the eviction part and the management part of it has to follow due process.
Yes.
And I make sure, and I've prepped her, that it is due process of the legal way.
Yes.
So not like coming and removing the rules.
Yeah.
It is the proper way.
Yes.
So management has to be up to standard.
Yes.
So you're saying 5%.
Yes.
And what I experienced most from other clients is that they pay up to even 15%. So 5% is very considerable.
Yeah, 5%. And the journey we even walk with your tenants.
Yes.
Because I remember, or when I interact with most tenants, when they're even looking for house, the first question they ask, who manages your complex? Are you the one who manages it, or it is the agent? most of them doesn't want to deal with agents.
Sure.
Because most agents are, and sorry to say that, they are so brutal. Like even when it comes to eviction, when it comes to many things.
Yes.
But now with us, the Viv Enterprises, we do it in a very professional way.
Sure.
And by the end of the day, we even become friends with these tenants.
Absolutely.
Very friendly with these tenants.
Absolutely.
Yes.
We say when you see an agent,
yeah,
you see as if you're seeing the landlord.
Yeah.
And the landlord is someone who is here to help.
Yeah, and they will even when they have maybe challenges in the complex, they just call us, and we are always ready to help them and maybe correct them, maybe the mess that is in the complex. Yeah, we are ready to listen to our to the tenants that we do manage. Yeah.
Excellent.
Yeah.
So now I've subscribed. I've now known the fees.
Yes.
What is the usage period, or what point is there renewals of something?
Yes. Now we sign. There is a contract that we sign.
Yes.
Between now the property owner and us, now the Viv Enterprises.
Yes.
There is a contract that we sign, and this contract is renewable after every 12 months. That is after 1 year.
Okay.
Yeah.
So that means it's a 12 months duration.
Yeah, it's a 12 months duration.
Yeah.
And now you see within all these 12 months, you will be able to know whether you will continue with the system or not. And the only reason that maybe you will not continue with this system after the 12 months is in a case where you have sold now your complex.
Yeah.
Or you have maybe maybe you have sold it. No, it is no longer yours. Absolutely. Because the moment you start using PMS, you don't want to stop using it.
So the moment I'm there for good.
For good. For life.
That means it is value for money.
You value for money, you become a family. Who lives good. The family?
Nobody. Nobody does. Family is everything.
Family is everything.
They say.
Yeah.
They call it la familia.
Exactly. Now you become part of us, and for us, we don't let you go, and even for you, you don't find any reason to go. Yeah.
That's good.
Yeah.
So, next question. Since now I've started using your system, how safe is my data on the system?
How safe is your data?
Yes.
I can tell you it is 99.9%.
And what makes you so sure? What makes you so sure?
What makes me so sure? One thing, when you asked about maintenance,
yes,
we do maintenance like every time. Like we interact with this system every time to make it 24/7.
Yes.
The system is working perfectly. And do you know why most of the times you find like the systems are not like maybe the data is missing, or maybe it was hacked or something. Simply because, and this is a secret, I don't want to say it so much loudly. Simply because if you don't use an original code.
So that's the secret.
Yes.
Originality.
The originality. Because without originality, anyone can maneuver your system. But if you have that no originality, like I did this system myself. From scratch. It's so hard for another person to maneuver that system.
Because it is your code.
Yes.
From the beginning.
From the beginning.
So for the person to know the code, the person has to learn through you.
Exactly.
And since I'm not buying it, I'm subscribing to it. There's no way I'm going to get the code.
Exactly.
So that means my data is very secure.
Yeah.
That answers everything.
Yeah.
Exactly. Thank you. So, with the current change of technology.
Yes.
And you earlier said that it is customizable.
Yes.
So is it still fluid to can it accommodate changing technology?
Exactly, it can. Anything that is customizable,
yes,
it can be changed, and it can accommodate. Okay, since it is customizable,
yes,
it means it can be changed, it can be updated as the changes comes in technology. So yes, it is.
Good.
Yeah.
That's very good. And I really feel like I'm satisfied with having PMS.
Yes.
And I hope it will maybe have done other functions.
Yes.
Like business management, because I will use right away. When we get to that.
Yeah, now when you say that,
yes.
There is another side of me that I have not told my viewers.
Yes.
I am a software developer by profession.
A software developer.
So even when they are bringing their projects and we see we need an automated system here,
yes.
we cannot continue with the paperwork and the manual systems.
Yes.
The person is here to do that for you.
So a system developer.
Yes.
A manager.
Yes.
The two combined.
Yes.
Automated business.
Exactly.
Say nothing more.
That is what we are bringing to you.
Say nothing more. You know what I would like you to say? Give us an overview of the PMS in a nutshell.
Overview of a PMS in a nutshell.
Yeah.
I will say PMS. It is that product that helps the property manager to manage his property easily, with transparency, effectively, and efficiently.
Whoa.
Yeah.
Effectively and efficiently.
Yes.
Absolutely. Effectively and efficient.
Yes.
Exactly how you said it. Very effectively, very efficiently. So what are the final closing remarks, so that our view so that the property managers, the agents, the owners can now get to business, call you, get to have the system and start managing their properties?
The closing remarks.
Yes.
I think I would really love to call upon all the property managers and the agents to come on board and take advantage to enjoy this process of managing their properties using PMS.
That's good.
Yes.
And remember, fully automated.
Yeah.
No subscription fee.
Exactly.
2% for usage.
Yes.
5% for property management.
Yes.
For everything. You need nothing more.
Yeah.
Thank you very much. I really appreciate.
You're welcome.
Thank you.
To my viewers, for more information and registration of PMS, kindly contact Jerry Vive Enterprises. Hope you found this video helpful. Kindly remember to like it, share it, and comment on it. Until next time, have yourself a great week.